Hey, hello. How are you guys doing? This is my next official video, and this is just a short Q&A. Nothing really fancy, informal, whatever. Not me sitting at my laptop editing for days because, yeah. I'm probably not even going to do too much to this video either. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know how well this is going to work. But pretty much all I'm gonna do here is have a short question and answer session. Feel free to shoot me questions on Facebook, or there should be a Q&A box somewhere around here. I'm not sure where it is, but it should be around here somewhere. I should be able to post a question and I should be able to see it and respond to it. Um, but so far, everything's been doing pretty good. Let's see. I know that I do have some questions. I'm just trying to pull them up right now. I did not tell a whole lot of people about this. Um, I'm not trying to get it, sound like I'm bragging about like, oh, hey, I got a live Q&A going on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like, oh, like, I mean, I already knew that not too many people cared, but or probably had time because it is on the weekend and they want to be like, hey, let's go out and have fun and blah blah blah. So yeah, cool. I think I found what I wanted. Yeah, I think I found what I wanted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Okay, good. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and get this thing started. Oh, also, if you have me on Kakao Talk or Kakao or however you want to say it, um, you can message me there too. Questions. My phone is literally right next to me. So yeah, this is just a short Q&A about my experience here in South Korea. It's not much, but I will tell you what I know. So with that being said, let me go on to my first question really quick. Uh, let's see. First one I have. How many Gangnam Style dances have I seen since I got here? Um, I haven't seen many. I have not seen many at all. I want to say that dance died 2012, late 2012, 2013. It was definitely a hot thing going on, but I don't see many people doing it or any styles for that matter. The kids may do it where I work at just for the heck of it, but there's not really like anyone doing it seriously. They may do it at like events and stuff like that, but no. I think that died late 2012, early 2013. Nonetheless, it was a fun dance. I kind of wish I made a video of myself doing that. Another thing that I kind of wish I made a video of was the Harlem Shake video. Oh my gosh, the Harlem Shake video was hilarious. It was hilarious because that's not how I remember the I guess the supposed original Harlem Shake went, and it was just people just wilding out, dancing when the bass beat dropped. Sorry, it was like, oh snap, this is kind of funny. Ha. I was like, oh yeah, okay. It'll get old after like a million people do the same thing. It's like, yeah, so I'll do the same thing and get viral hits and all this stuff. Yeah. um, let's see. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to. Next question that I have. Next question that I have. Oh, sorry, my webcam isn't like fancy, cause yeah, it's just not. Wow. Occur. Wow. Kind of wish I had a moderator to help me keep all this stuff straight, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Next question. Uh, how's your experience been in South Korea? Okay. There's a million and one spots concerning that question I could start at, but let's see. I guess I'll start with the people. Um, Koreans are really, really awesome. Flat out. I would say that they are, I guess in my experience, probably 100 times more nicer than Americans. Or at least, like I'm saying, I'm only speaking through my 2 cents. Everyone's had their own experiences with Americans and people in America for that matter. But I would think, from what I've experienced so far, they are 100 times nicer. Like everyone, I I don't know if it's because I'm a foreigner or what it is, but it's like they will help you like no matter what. Um, obviously in the nice way. Now, if you want to do something criminal, I don't know how they are. Um, but yeah, they are extremely nice people. I know that when I first got here, my Korean, it was low, yeah, low, but I know it's still kind of low now, but it's kind of up a little bit right here, right now. I'm still learning and everything, but even though there's like a language barrier, they will try and help you no matter what. Like you will have to start to play charades to try and figure out, or not try and figure out, but try and get your point across. Get a translator or carry a dictionary with you, or if anything, get a picture of what you need or what you're trying to say, because that will help tremendously when it comes to communicating with them, especially if you're very low on the on language. Like if you know simple questions like, well, not questions like, well, yeah, questions like, how are you? Where is this? What is this? In simple key terms in Korean, you'll be fine. But otherwise, they are really nice people. I know that sometimes they will break your neck. Sorry, not break your neck. They will break their own necks to help you find what you're looking for or try and get you to go in the right direction. I know that I actually have my own custom stamp now that has my name on it in Korean. I was like, yay, I got my own custom stamp. I'm such a loser, yeah. um, but I know that had I had kept going in the direction I was going with my, I guess, research on trying to get a stamp, just as an example, I was going to find myself at a taekwondo dojo, and yeah, I probably would have been killed. If that's how they feel. Um, but yeah, I eventually got the help that I needed, and I waited it out until me and that person met up later that week, and we did, hey, managed to get my custom stamp made, and boom, done. Also, I've since I got here, I have not gone to church in the first 3 weeks, maybe two, since I've got here in July, and I finally got in contact with the right persons, and I was able to get rides to church. And yeah, and ever since I've been getting rides ever since August. I don't have my license yet, but I am currently working on getting it. Um, but until then, I will do what it do, and keep there will keep coming to get me to bring me to church and take me back to my dorm, which is really really awesome, which I'm very grateful for because right now I'm living in the mountains. I feel like I should be hunting or something, looking for something wild, like I don't know, mountain lions. We do have boys here. I have seen a deer here, um, and maybe some other creepy stuff. But each time I think about going in the woods, I keep thinking that I'm gonna step on an explosive or a bear trap or something of that matter or magnitude, and so my imagination kind of gets the best of me. Um, See, another way. Even oh yeah, the other day I went to the supermarket to try. Oh, whoops. Yeah, the other day I went to the supermarket to try and I was looking for dried kiwi, and I had my translator in my hand, like on my phone, and I was, trying to say. I think the phrase that I was trying to say was it "Duraru kiwi isoyo." Yeah, Duraru kiwi iseo. I think that was the phrase that I had used, and they didn't quite, I guess, understand me. I think my accent that I have in Korean is can totally throw them off, and I just later looked up the word fruit and asked them where the fruit is. I forgot the word for fruit, but I know where it was like Oriesa. I forgot which one I used that day. But either way, they pointed me in that direction and I started going. And then I guess they later ran up to me and was saying, kiwi? And I was telling them, yes, yes, kiwi. Like dry kiwi, like, yes, dry kiwi. And so they took me to the area where the dry kiwi was, and I was like, oh, thanks. Like by this time, I was far away from them, and I was like, oh, okay. I was just expecting to find it on my own, and I'll be on my way. I just needed to find a fruit section so I could find the dry kiwi, which by the way was my first time really like eating them, and they're pretty good. I'm like, whoa. I felt like they were lacking in sugar, but then again, I think I know when I left the U.S. they were lacking sugar in a lot of drinks. So I was like, oh, okay. Kind of don't like how you guys are just taking away my sugar away from my drinks, because everything's saying like, oh, hey, low sugar, 25% sugar. Like, what? Give me my sugar back. um, but yeah, those are some examples of how they've been nice to me. Um, but there are some cons, like there are with everyone there is a good and there is a bad. I would say like my current pet peeve or thing that kind of like annoys me right now. Maybe it's because in America things are more spaced out, but whenever I'm here in Korea, it's like everyone likes to bump into each other and pretend that there is no room to go. And I find myself dancing around people a lot. Like I truly find myself dancing around people. It's like I could probably do the I could probably do a Cupid shuffle through the Korean crowd, or what's the name of that dance? Love slide, yeah. Like step, step, side, side, round and round, dipping out, separated, bring it back. I feel like I can do dances around these people, and I would get better at dancing by just walking through a crowd. And it's like, oh, it's so annoying. And people like to walk so close to you, and it's like, do you really have to walk so close to me? Especially behind me. Especially behind me, it annoys me. I can stop and someone would run into you. And I've kind of like go by this, well, I wouldn't call it a philosophy, but I would call it like people drive, no, people walk how they drive. And it's like these guys are some wild drivers, so to say. But that's another story in itself that I will get to in a minute. Um, but either way, it's like I guess how I hang out with my friends back home. We usually have like it's something that we don't, or at least I don't pay no mind any much more. But it's like there's usually like a foot or two between when where we're walking and all this, and we're not like all up on each other. Except when we're trying to go through like a narrow space. But it's like here it's like you're so close to each other. It's like we're like this close, and it's like here home it's like we walk around here and we're good. Here it's like whoop. There has been a situation where I've actually a Korean man tried to cut me off. I was at a pit stop area headed to I think it's called Osan or something like that. I was headed to a tabernacle not too far from Seoul. And I was at a pit stop, minding my own business, walking to the bathroom. No one around me, plenty of space around me, and this one Korean man decides to cut me off somehow, and I somehow end up stepping on his foot. And I'm really thinking in my mind, ha ha, that's what you get. Like, dude, like, really? Did you have to cut me off like that when there's all this space here? I'm like, that had annoyed me, but in a way, I did kind of feel like, haha, revenge. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, revenge, haha, like evil heavy. Um, but yeah, that I'm still getting used to. I'm learning to dance around these people here. Well, not trying to say like these people, but I'm learning to dance around Koreans as I'm walking out and about, in the streets, in the malls, in the markets. Um, Okay, South Korean driving. I will say it, I will tell it like it is. South Korean driving is really like Grand Theft Auto. I am dead serious. Um, like I said earlier, I'm trying to get my license, and I am well aware that the driving is like Grand Theft Auto. But I'm going to piggyback off of this that a recent study showing. Yeah, if you know, well, if you know me, I'm from Baltimore, and I think it was Baltimore and DC were like the top cities. Yeah, Baltimore and DC pretty much top cities for like the worst drivers. And I'm thinking like, oh, if I'm a bad driver, I should be able to do well here. So I'm thinking like, hey, sure. Well, one reason that I'm getting my license is because I don't want to be dependent upon a shuttle. Like I said earlier, I live in a mountain, so and I'm being quite serious with this. There is no way that I can like have like there is no public transportation out here. Like there is no kind of public transportation. Hold on, Jessica, got a question. Question is, do I think the reason why people walk close by you because of cultural differences, or is walking space is tight in general? Um, I think it is kind of tight here. Um, it is kind of tight here. I will say it is kind of smaller. Um, it is very tight. Let's see, tying it in with the driving in Korea factor. The cars actually drive on the sidewalks. Yes, like vehicles, like four-door sedans, sometimes trucks, even like mopeds. like mopeds will drive on the sidewalk, and if you have like earplugs, earphones, headphones, whatever you want to call it, if you're wearing that and you don't hear it, you're probably going to get hit, probably. And it's crazy. Like space here is really tight. The roads, like even the lanes, even I've noticed even while riding through uh even while like riding to church and just being on the road is like the lanes look more narrow than they do in America. It's like, man, how do these guys do this? Like I know that here they have like I feel as though they have like more mini cars here. Um, I feel as though that they have more mini cars, and it's like also with getting the license. If I just want like a default license, like with an automatic, it's like you have to have a license to drive a stick. Like if you don't have a license to drive a stick, I'm guessing you can get a ticket and stuff like that. But the license that I'm trying to get is just like a automatic, what would be I guess the equivalent of the C class in America. Apparently they have a license for like where you can have a license for like automatic, a license for stick, and then typical you have a separate license for like motorcycle. I know in America there's like a separate license for like big rigs and trucks like that. But here, yeah, here's the same deal, but it's like they separate the sticks and the automatics, and that's fine with me. I don't see myself driving a stick unless a zombie invasion happens. um, but yeah, it is really tight here, and it does get annoying. I wonder if it's. I also wonder if it has anything to do with like the population. But then again, I don't know. But it is what it is. Let's see. Wow, I was talking about driving. Wow. Yeah, driving. Yeah, tying it all in is like it is like Grand Theft Auto. Except there are no guns, or at least I don't think that there are any guns. But I haven't gotten shot or gotten robbed yet. Um, or anything for that matter happening to me. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Hmm. People. Uh, I did run into some weird thing. I know that everyone's beliefs are different in X, Y, Z. Wait, how's my hair? Yeah. Yeah. Might need to work on my hair a little bit. But anyways. Um, yeah, everyone's spiritual beliefs are different. I know people here are like varying religions and whatever. But I would have to say like the weirdest thing that I run into was I was walking down the street at the time looking for like a leather jacket. Somewhat hard to find here, but I eventually found one. Some people had approached me concerning pretty much long story short, they were pretty much adding on to the Trinity. I was like, now you guys are just adding on stuff, and I already like, I guess my discernment's kicking in. Is like, no. Pretty much, they were saying like, there's God the Mother and God the Father. This is the first time I've run into something like this, and they were Koreans, um, speaking English to me. Like, wait, like their English was good, or okay, how should I say this? It was good enough that they were able to talk to me, but I guess what I was trying to tell them was like, yeah, not. I guess it wasn't like clicking with them, but I kind of vaguely remember that conversation now. I remember, dude, I don't even remember that conversation much anymore. I just know that it was the most weirdest experience. I still gave them like my contact info and everything, but I eventually blocked them on my phone, and they never made an effort to email me, even though I did give them my email. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I guess that's just the way it is. But yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I've experienced spiritually here so far. Is that there's, I guess, a group of people who believes in God the Father and God the Mother, and God the Mother is Mary. Um, I don't know how they're drawing to that conclusion. I think they also said that Korea is like the new Bethlehem or something. I forgot what scriptures they were throwing at me, but they were throwing the same book, the same 66 books that I believe in. I was like, you guys are tripping. And yeah, like you guys are like really tripping. Like even though I probably read those scriptures before, but even then, I think I would have picked up on that at some point in my spiritual walk. But it just wasn't like flying then with me. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. Got in my circle. I was slightly having a bad day that night. Yeah. Um, so I was like, yeah, that's the only thing I've had weird spiritually here was God the Mother and God the Father being the same. I looked them up. I forgot who they were. I should probably go back and, you know, do more research on it. I did. I do know that I wanted to talk to them again, but they wanted me to come to their church and X, Y, and Z. I was like, nah, I'm not comfortable with you here on the street. I don't think I'll be comfortable with you in your place of worship if you're talking about God the Mother. Not trying to sound mean towards what they believe, but it was like to me, it was like that's I guess from my point of view, that's just the weirdness of it. That is. Let's see. Food. Oh my gosh, you will get the most food for your money here. I never felt so stuffed in my life whenever I go out to eat, like at barbecues and stuff like that. Um, I know back at home I used to eat at like Honey Pig, um, and some other Korean restaurants around the Howard County area. Um, oh, new question. Let's see. Do I get homesick from time to time? Honestly, a little bit. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to go back home. Ah. But it's like, I guess this is something that I've been wanting. I just need to get away, see what's out here besides the USA. Not having to be around the same crowd, getting, I guess, expanding my mind, so to say. Um, I mean, I do miss some people, but it's like it's. I mean, like I miss people, yes, but to like a high degree, I'm not there yet. Um, like I do know that I do need to get back home and take care of some business because I think I would like to stay in Korea for a long time. Um, if I do have to come back home, it'll probably be to take care of my parents, and then that'll be probably the last big reason why I would come back to the U.S. Um, but yeah, going back to food, um, you will get a lot of food for your buck. Like I don't even remember like all of the names of the food that I'm eating, but I know how it tastes when I see it, and it's like, oh wow, I want this, that, and that, and it's like, oh, it's not this, oh, it's not, this is awesome. Um, I will say, um, spicy is the main thing here, and I learned that the hard way for several weeks. um, I can eat spicy, but I cannot eat it every day. Like like I like a little bit of spicy here and there, like boom, 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 like spice here, spice here, spice. Not everywhere, but Um, but spicy food is good, but I can't do it every day. But as far as the amount of food that you get, you can probably, like with like every meal here, they will serve you with like appetizers, and then your meal, and then you have the option of your like dessert here. Um, there are some restaurants here that are like catered to like the Western people, and um, there are some restaurants with like they have like Chinese restaurants, Japanese restaurants, your Korean restaurants. That's pretty typical. I know that most of the barbecues and some like the clubs and bars, they'll stay open, I believe, until 4 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even later, but they're really this Korea is like a real nightlife, and I can't really enjoy it that much because of where I'm at, since I'm in the mountains, and there is not much public transportation that comes out here. And so I will have a chance to, I guess, move out of the mountains, but I'll still be able to have the same job. They have like an off-campus air apartments where other teachers stay at. So hopefully when I get there, I'll be able to enjoy the nightlife more. But yeah. Oh, public transportation apparently stops at 11 p.m. I think it's like 11 or 12 for like buses and subways. Maybe I'll even give it like 12:30. I'll give it until like 12:30 if anything. Um, I know that there have been times where I've had to take the train back home and catch a cab to get back to my dorm. Um, and that'll cost me about total just shy of about 20,000 won to do it that method, depending on where I'm coming from. But wow, yeah, food here you will get a lot of bang for your buck. They do stay open for like the longest. I do hope to experience it more later or early next year. Um, I'm getting kind of excited that the year is like wrapping up, and it's pretty much been like 5 months since I've been here. Um, let's see what else. What else is there? Um, do I keep in contact with people back at home? Yes, I do. Via Facebook, YouTube, some apps on my phone, Kakao Talk. I try and not hit them up like a whole lot, but I talk to some people every now and again, here and there. Let's see what else. What else about Korea? Hmm. Oh, let's see. Uh, the most probably daring thing I've done since I've been here is gone skydiving. The first weekend in October, I went skydiving, so it was actually on my bucket list to do in America, but I couldn't do it because funds would not allow me. So skydiving was fun. I think the jump was at about 11,000 feet, just about maybe 11,000, maybe 12. I want to say an estimate of like 2 miles, if anything. Like I'll say that my jump was about maybe 2 miles up, maybe a little bit more, like point 0.2, point 0.3 maybe, like 2.3 miles up. It was worth it. The experience was crazy because I guess I've learned that I've befriended gravity. Me and gravity are like really, really close friends. Like, yeah. be in gravity. That's good. Like I could not find gravity, and my feet was like shaking like a low key. Like no, I need to find the ground so I don't die. But I eventually got used to the fall after a couple of seconds, and I was able to trust my um, tandem guy with a jump. Ended up flying like an airplane. Like yeah, let's go, wee. And I guess I kind of understood um, death by falling because that is pretty darn crazy. Seeing how people just jump out of buildings and all this stuff. Hmm. Random question. I'll get back to the skydiving. Will I ever go to a K-pop concert? Yes, I think I will. Um, I was invited to go to like a K-pop show a couple several months ago, but I had declined because I had other things going on. But if I do go to a concert, it'll be my favorite K-pop band is 2PM. At least my favorite, yeah. My favorite is 2PM. I do like 4 Minute. Girls' Generation. I love them. Uh, I don't know if Boa will ever have a concert here. I know she's kind of J-pop too. Um, but yeah, Big Bang. I do not hate Big Bang, but there are too many people who love them. That's why I like 2PM. I don't exactly have a favorite band member, but yeah. At some point I'll hit up a concert, depending on who it is and where it is. I know that there are like people who are like, "Oh my gosh, I want to see this group!" Ah! Um, so I'll make plans to do that at some point. If not 2PM, it'll be someone else. I might go with friends. I probably more than likely will go by myself. That's how I do things mostly. I guess too many people have let me down in the past, and I've let people down, and I'm to the point where I just need to go by myself because if I wait for people, they're not going to let me know, and I'm gonna miss out. Well, hence the reason for the skydive. I went by myself. I did try to get a group thing going, but people, I guess, didn't have enough funds, and it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad they told me so that I can, plan accordingly. But yeah, the skydive was really good. I f- the fall was maybe like 10 minutes. Like the total amount of falling was maybe 10 minutes, if anything. Might have been five, but it felt like 10. The free fall, maybe no more than 10 seconds, maybe. I do have a video up concerning that fall. It's called you should be able to see it. It's like a Soul Getaway plus Soul Skydiving School. That's the company that I went with to do the skydiving thing. Um, let's see. I know when I fell, I did a couple of spirals. There were a lot of things that the video guy couldn't get because he's skydiving too, and he needs to take care of himself and get on the ground ready to take pictures of me coming in and all of that. So yeah, that was a good experience. I did a couple of spirals, clockwise, counterclockwise. I was able to look around and see like, whoa, like this is like the landscape. Like if you've been on a plane, you know that you'll see like the land, look like small Monopoly pieces, people with poles and all this stuff. But it's like when you skydive and you're just sitting there hovering, it's like, whoa, this is pretty legit. Like the landscape is beautiful, and it's like it took me a while to realize where I was in the air because I didn't take a look at the sky before coming in, and I wasn't too aware of what was around me. But when I was coming in, it was like, whoa, like this is beautiful actually. I don't even say that word much. um, but yeah, it's overall a good experience. It beats flying when it comes to like just trying to enjoy the scene and all that. Yeah. Another cool thing that I done recently, well not recently, last month. No, I think it was in September actually. I went hiking up, I believe the mountain was called Mount Palgung. Yeah, Mount Palgung or Mount Palgung Sun. Sun means mountain in Korean. But either way, I went hiking up the mountain. It was definitely fun because I did not expect to see a giant Buddha at the top. It was the medicine Buddha. But the one kicker about hiking is that the Ajumas and Ajusis, old ladies, old men, they were kicking my butt climbing this mountain, and they were like all decked out in their like hiking gear with the stick and the hat and the coat and everything else. And they were making me look like a total fool, and I was like, man, like you guys went up me. I am pretty sure they were like close to 3 times older than me. Like they were close to 3 times older than me. So I was like, man, like I got beat by an old man and an old woman. And I'm sitting here tired, trying to keep up with them. Like the hike maybe took about, mm, depending on how fast you hike and everything, maybe an hour, maybe hour or two. But the hike, it wasn't like you're walking down the street kind of hike. It was like you're walking and then you're going up. I was like, what? This is crazy. Um, so that was a hard lesson learned there. I do plan on going back to Jeju Island really, really soon to visit my friend for Christmas and birthday, and I want to try to hike up Mount Hala. That should be fun too, since apparently it takes people all day. Um, Before I go into details about that, I have a 2 week vacation, which apparently not every English teacher in Korea has, but because of where I work at, I guess that's how they operate. Um, 2 week vacation pretty much starting now. This is like the weekend of before the official day one and all that. Um, so um, I'm going to take care of some stuff that I wouldn't have taken a sick day for, like visit the doctors, take care of errands, get some supplies and everything else. Just so that on the week of Christmas I will be in Jeju. Hopefully just having a ball and everything. I do know that I need to get some more lesson plans finished um the for the time after the 2 weeks. Like the only downfall that I don't like about I guess what's going to happen is that I'm working New Year's Day and I'm thinking, can I have the New Year's Day off? Like no one has, well, the main like Epic, all the other Hagwon English teachers, they all have like I think they all have like New Year's Day off, but I will not have New Year's Day off. So yeah, but I am excited though because I'll be going to church for night service, night watch. So I'm still excited. I get to go to a night watch. It'll be my first one in Korea. But I was also told that people in Korea also like go to they go to like ocean or the water, and I don't know if they pray or make a wish or something like that, but I don't know if I'll be able to make that because I'll have work in the morning. Just got a question. Is it really cold now? Any snow? It is cold at night, definitely. We did get snow, but it is not sticking. It has snowed in the middle of the day this week, and it was pretty much like more like a ha ha snow, like ha ha, you guys snow, but it ain't sticking. But Daegu is really, really hot apparently, especially in the summertime. When I got here, it's like the hottest city compared to like I guess Seoul and Jeju. I don't know how it is. I need to look at the landscape and see like is Daegu like a valley or something, you know? Um, it is getting cold, yes. And I did have to get a new jacket. I kind of like it though. Um, I do know that when I go home, I know there'll be a lot of stuff that I will need to get rid of. Uh, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that I'm gonna need to get rid of in my storage. At home, I have like a 10, what is it? No, it's a 5 by 15 storage. It's like, and it's packed to the front door. Um, so at some point, I'll be like, oh, hey, I got some. I'm pretty much giving away stuff at some point. Unless, I mean, like, I'm not a great salesman, but if people need stuff, they can come and get it. But anyways, right now it is cold. Um, I don't ever have my window open for that matter. Um, and that's why I don't like having my window open. Like I like having my dungeon tan going on, you know? So, yeah. Shoot, what was I talking about before? Wow. Okay. I forgot. um, oh yeah, hiking, all that. Oh yeah, Jeju. Oh yeah, the other thing about the temperature thing. I have to convert everything to metric. So even though I have like the temperature in Fahrenheit on my phone, it'll still tell me like what's the temperature in Fahrenheit. But when I'm like looking and reading signs, trying to figure out like what's the temperature is all in Celsius, it's like okay, I need to get used to this because apparently right now like if I were to have my heater on, it would be at 24 Celsius. Pretty much, I don't think that's too far from what's that? 70 degrees Fahrenheit? Or at least I don't think I'm that far off. I do know that when I got here in the summer, the country actually called for like a there was like a energy not like an energy ban, but there were limiting how much energy certain buildings and people could use because everyone had their ACs on, and it's like whoa, okay. So I don't want to call it an energy crisis, but they were strict on energy, like how Maryland would be with like a drought or like lack of rain. Um, let's see what else has been going on. I do know that I do want to go horseback riding. That's like a must. Hopefully, I can knock that out before the new year. If not, it'll be fine. It'll be something to start the new year off with. Oh, I have become recently addicted to a new card game. Well, it's probably not new, but it was interesting. It was new to me. Cards Against Humanity. If you played Apples to Apples, it's pretty much more like a more messed up version of that. Um, it's really fun though. You just gotta learn to like have fun, learn to be offensive, and still have fun with it. You know. Uh, And there are like $10 expansion packs, which I plan on getting soon, hopefully. Crap, I just remember something I need to get while I'm out. Um, that too will also happen from time to time. It's like since the shuttle doesn't exactly run on like my schedule, I have to make my time around it and know where I'm going so that I don't get lost or left behind, you know. Also, I do need to see The Hobbit. Oh, seeing movies here is really fun. Speaking of movies. I don't think this is in the U.S. or if it's in the U.S., it's not in a lot of theaters or 4D cinema pretty much is 3D, but add on that the chairs move and water can spray in your face, the seat can poke you. It's more like and you can feel wind from the sides. Pretty much the whole idea of like 4D cinema here is so that you can like uh feel the you can feel what the characters feel in the movie. I think that's a fun idea, but it costs like the 18,001 equivalent is like $18. The also the exchange rate, well, at the time that I'm doing this video, is pretty much like 94, 95 cents to the Korean 1,000 won. So I think the Chinese currency, last I saw or read somewhere, that they're trying to overtake the American currency, or they're not too far, but the Korean currency is almost like the American currency, which is pretty interesting to, I guess, check out because like, is the dollar losing its power, you know? I don't know much about it, but I really do know that it'll hit me more. It'll show the currency, like, like switch, like boom, you know? Um, but yeah, going to the movies here is fun. Let's see. Wow. Um, since transportation stops so late, no, so early, there are a buttload of taxi cabs here. Like there's a buttload of taxi cabs like just ready to make money, you know? So when the buses stop, the taxi cabs are in service and they're just waiting for people to hit them up and, boom. That's how they get their money is when the public transportation stops. And I've gotten used to, I guess, the public transportation, the food here. They do actually have a Cold Stone, and they open a new H&M down here in Daegu. Um, yeah. Shoot, sorry, I've had a long past couple of days. Yesterday I woke up at like 3 a.m. like, yo, like I have the craziest idea, but I need to get it right. So I tried to take care of everything yesterday, but that failed. So I'm like, okay, I have to take care of everything this afternoon when I have to go into town and do what I need to do. Um, oh, also, should you try to if you get a phone in America and you bring it over here unlocked, just make sure that you bring a second battery with you because a phone made in Korea and a phone made in the USA or made for the USA is totally different. The example is the battery. My phone was made for AT&T, and T, and I tried to, go to a Samsung store in Korea and say, "Hey, can I have a new battery?" I found the battery for the Samsung. Well, I had the S3, and the S3 battery for the Korean phone is smaller than it is for the American phone. So I learned that the hard way, and so I had to order it online. Um, it was worth it, but I wish I got it in the U.S. before I had came here. So that's just a tip for you before you decide to come to the Korea. Like, yo, I got my own phone and it's unlocked and blah 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, there's a slight difference, um, gee, but otherwise, I do like teaching here. Uh, took some time to get used to. I had to like find my swings, find my flow, and everything. Um, the kids here are starting to like me. I had to learn to be, I guess, more loose. I do know that I was like Stiff. I kind of am still stiff. I guess some things will never change. Some things will never change. Mm. Uh, I do know that there's for my vacation, I do want to visit some historical sites here in Korea. I think Hyunju is one of the first places I want to go. I want to, guess, know what I can, learn what I can learn, and learn how to get around. Oh, and as far as me learning Korean, I am totally taking my time. I am doing lessons at church right now, but I've been so busy with like my work life and my, I guess, extracurricular stuff like making videos and being trying to be social. Excuse me. And I guess I'm still trying to. I guess I know who I am, but I want to know more of who I am. So I'm doing that along the way too, which is pretty cool. Um, I will say that besides this live feed that I'm doing now, there are a lot of videos. Man, I'm probably like 5 videos behind right now, maybe even more. Um, yeah. Oh, I do have a mentee. I'm a mentor while I'm here in Korea. I signed up with a program called CAMP, Korea Adolescents Mentoring Program. Pretty much the foreigners, are hooked up with a native Korean child, teenager in high school or middle school for that matter, and pretty much we mentor them, pretty much like a culture exchange and all that. Um, I know that we're going to be hanging out really soon. I think tomorrow as well. And his name is Chris. He's been really cool. You probably seen him on 2 of the videos that I have of him. Um, I'm like behind on like going to be 2 videos on my Mentee and Me series. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool experience. Um, it's been a pretty cool experience here in Korea so far. I really do hope to make more memories while I'm here. Um, shoot, let's explain. Oh gosh. Okay. But yeah, I do hope to make a whole lot of more memories here. I do have a lot more to do overall in Korea, even though it's only been 5 months. I know that there are some people here who are like ready to go home. Like, some people came here and realized that this is not for them, and it's true. Traveling abroad, teaching abroad is not for everyone. I guess for me, I kind of have a heart for it, so it's all cool. It's all cool so far. But yeah, since I'm not getting too many questions right now, I've been talking for about a good hour. I will end it like that. Maybe I'll do another live feed later, or maybe I'll make it a every 50 video landmark kind of thing, and I'll be able to share with you more of my experiences and everything. And maybe even then, hopefully, I can have a host or something. We'll see how all this goes. But this was a fun little thing. Just talking about my experience here in Korea so far. I guess if you're here in Korea right now and want to meet up, like, I don't mind random. Well, not trying to hook up, but meet up. I'm very picky about hooking up, even though I never hooked up before. But yeah, if you want to just meet up here in Korea, you see this video, blah blah blah. Uh, Shoot me a massage or a message, yeah. Um, but otherwise, I will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good night or a good day, depending on where you are, and be safe. Later.